Don't give me this, I'll be right silly with it.
You got a face for radio.
I got a face for radio. Is that a joke?
Fucking hell!
You got a voice for TV. Hi, I'm Charlotte Southgreaves and this is Beyond the 90. I think it's hard to, you sort of move your focus around during the season, and I think it's hard to balance that when we're so focused on the league and we're doing so well in the league. It is important that you kind of remain focused on all the other sort of competitions that you're in. It wasn't an ideal sort of atmosphere beforehand. The weather conditions weren't great. It was pretty slow to start. We can always sense a warm up and how it goes and sort of how the girls are presenting, but it was slow to get going, but in the end we kind of got the job done.
I think because I knew I was starting on the bench as well, I was already in my head about that, and something just felt off that day for me. I came on 5 minutes later, did the same. It was just panic. I felt like things were going well with football, and I've never really had a serious injury before, never that's taken me out for more than a couple of weeks. And I knew instantly that it was bad because I heard the pop. And at first I thought I'd broken it. I don't know if that's just me being dramatic, but I thought I was going to look up and my ankle was going to be facing sideways. Fortunately, it wasn't that bad. But still, to be out at that time of season when my fitness was high, I was playing, I thought, played my best in the last couple of games. So it's just disappointment, that initial shock that I might not be playing for a couple of months or longer, yeah.
Yeah, just I think concern really, seeing sort of Reedy go down. I think the girls go down and knowing them as players, and that that doesn't happen often. I think that just the concern really and a worry of how serious the injuries were, and unfortunately we've lost them out of quite a big part of the season, which is sort of a hit for us.
I'd sat in the stand right near the dugouts, and the sun come out really bright just before the start of the game, and I could not see anything going on down that end of the pitch, like the far end of the pitch. I was sort of relying on crowd noises and what was going on.
I couldn't put any weight on it, so I went straight to hospital to just rule out that it wasn't broken. The hospital did an x-ray and said that it was fine and to go home, rest, and then a few days later I then went to minor injuries because I still felt I couldn't really put any weight through it. It was still so swollen, and that's where they said that it was a grade 3 sprain, which James later said was a grade 2 sprain, which was better, thank God. And just that I had to walk around on it and rest it, and there was nothing I could do until the swelling went.
Erin, could be the season, never know. Bit of luck, speedy recovery, might get her back in towards the tail end, but it's looking likely to be end of the season. Ropers wasn't as bad as we thought. It was more precautionary. We expect Ropers to be okay. Yeah, no, it's a real strange one really. So we went into the game not really knowing a lot about them. So it's the first time we played them competitively. So they're new to the league this year. So yeah, we didn't really know what to expect from them. So their results have been a bit up and down. So we just knew that we had to start the game well and just show our quality that we've got, and we've done that really well.
Was there anyone else here that you knew when you first came?
Annie, I know Annie. We played when I previously played for Royston when I was younger. I played with Annie when she was taller than me. Not anymore. Love you, Annie. And Tilly.
Yeah, I just think at that stage it was just getting players on, getting players minutes, and the game was done. So it was a chance to get players back on who haven't really played as much recently. And it was always good to get the goals spread across the team. So I know George sort of come on, done really well in that game, managed to nick a penalty herself at the end. So yeah, pleased to get her on, and obviously pleased that Frankie got her goals as well.
You got hooked at, not too far from the end of the game. I mean, what was going through your mind at that moment?
Yeah, well, obviously I'm not. It bothered me obviously, but I would rather somebody else come on and get the opportunity than a hat trick. I can have plenty more times where I can hopefully get a hat trick. So to get 2 goals, I was happy anyway. That's always my goal when I come on or I start in a game, is to score. It's definitely me and my family. They play a massive role. My mum and dad and both my step-parents as well. They played massive role, and obviously my siblings coming, taking their weekends away from them to come and watch me. It means a lot to me, it really does.
Yeah, no, it was. I think, yeah, obviously the season was so far has been a real highlight. I think obviously dropping points to Luton was a disappointment. The Fulham game, whilst the result didn't go our way, it was a good day, but it's always going to be one of those performances that you look back on and think, what if? But no, aside from those, I think it's been an exceptional season to date, and as you said, we've been on a real good run since last Christmas. So no, it's been a real positive 12 months, and yeah, we just want to sort of maintain that. Sometimes the break in football can come at the wrong time, and I think it's just down to us to make sure that we're at it come the first game in January. Going into the Needham game when they were a little bit fresher, although they didn't get the result they wanted the week before. We always knew it was going to be a tough one when you haven't played a game of football for 3 to 4 weeks.
I wouldn't say it was one of our best games, but it goes to show that even on our best games, we can still manage to all pull together as a team and win the game even when we're not at our best. So I think the girls done really well. Like, we just stuck together. That was a team game. I think, even though obviously I said we wasn't at our best.
So for us, it was just all about getting a result. We knew the performance wasn't going to be pretty. We knew it wasn't going to be our strongest performance of the season. So the most important thing for us on the day was that we came home with 3 points, and we've done that.